Hello everyone, let's discuss today latitudes. The latitudes are the imaginary lines which runs from east to west direction. This 0-degree mark, as you can see in the picture, is nothing but the equator, and a little above the equator we start counting the latitudes as 1 degree north, 2 degree north, and then moving above we find that there are total 90 latitudes, and we mark this latitude as 90 degree north. The same goes for the southern hemisphere. A little below the equator we mark it as 1 degree south, 2 degrees south, and the extreme point or the extreme latitude is 90 degree south. All these latitudes, they are separated from each other by a distance of 111 kilometers. It means from 1 degree north latitude to 2 degree north latitude, there is a distance of 111 kilometers. And also if you go to 3 degree north, distance is same. So we can say that they are all at an equal distance, and hence the name parallels of latitudes. We know that this equator divides the earth into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So how many latitudes are there? There are total 181. How come? This equator is the starting point of measuring the latitudes. So this will be 1 degree north, a little above the equator, and we found that there are total 90 latitudes in the northern hemisphere and also 90 latitudes in the southern hemisphere. So you must be thinking that it should be 180. But this equator is also a latitude. So we will have to add this equator also. Latitudes are the angular distance of the equator. Now what does that mean? Let's have some basics about the geometry. Alright, now this is a point O, and suppose here is a line OA. There is another line OB. Now how do you measure the angle? You start from this line OA, isn't it, till here, and you get some degree. The same concept it applies here. Let's take the center of the earth at this point. This is the center of the earth, and the equatorial line as the baseline. It means from here we will measure the angles. Let's take this 60 degree north latitude. Let's join this line to the center of the earth. It's not straight, I'm sorry. If you measure from here, from this line, you will get 60 degree, and therefore it is named as 60 degree. The same goes to 60 degree south latitude. We measure from this line and we join. If you join this line, you will get 60 degree. 60 degrees south, because it is in the southern hemisphere. So there are 260 degree, 60 degree north, 60 degree south. Please don't forget to mention the direction, whether it is 60 degree north or 60 degree south. Let's discuss some of the important latitudes. Tropic of Cancer, it is located in Northern Hemisphere at an angular distance of 23.5 degree north. Tropic of Capricorn, located in Southern Hemisphere, having the same angular distance, 23.5 degree south. Arctic Circle at a distance of 66.5 degree. And also the Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degree south. Beyond this is called as the Arctic Zone, and here we call it as Antarctic Zone. The sun rays, they falls unevenly on our earth, and depending on the amount of sun rays the earth receives, they are divided into 3 zones: torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Let's discuss in detail. Torrid zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This zone receives maximum sunlight because the sun rays falls vertically in this region, making it as the hottest part of our earth. It is also called as a tropical zone. In this region, the temperature is very high and the climate is also very hot. Temperate zone. This zone is located between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the Northern Hemisphere, and in the Southern Hemisphere it is lying between Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle. This region receives moderate sunlight, therefore it is having a moderate climatic condition. It means neither too hot nor too cold. The last zone is the frigid zone. This zone is known as the Arctic zone in the Northern Hemisphere and Antarctic zone in the Southern Hemisphere. These two regions, they are very cold, and therefore we find ice, glacier in this region, and therefore we called these two regions as polar region.